Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. There's a ton of stuff to pretty much go over, so sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I just want to ask if you guys could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely. It takes a couple seconds, and guys, you truly have no idea how much it does help the channel grow, so I do greatly appreciate it. Now, with all of that in mind, let's talk about what is happening within the market. So as you guys know, I've been waiting for Bitcoin to hit 53 to 56K. I'm still waiting for those numbers to be targeted before I do flip bullish, but I will say this. XRP is targeting $1 very fast. In fact, we are up about 11%. As you guys do see, if we go back here, sorry, 1 second, on the 7-day span, we're actually up about 18.49%, 11% currently, and things are moving fairly fast right now. We are seeing the volume still down about 13.39%, but the price is still kind of continuing up. Now, of course, we did hit a little bit of resistance at about 96 cents, almost exact, sorry, excuse me, but overall, you know, it is looking pretty good. Now, like I said, 85 cents was the pinnacle for this to happen, and we did bounce off of that support. That is now support at 85 cents. I told you guys that that was significant. Now we target $1, and what I want to see happen is us actually hit $1.05 and hold that line. Now, of course, I will report more on this tomorrow to see, you know, if these targets were held and pretty much what we are targeting next. I am watching Bitcoin break the 49.5K resistance point. That's what I'm waiting for, because we've been targeting that for a very long time now. So, you know, that's pretty much what I'm watching for currently. As you guys know, that has been significant resistance going back pretty much almost on a 1-month span. You can pretty much see this point being held, or I should say, being targeted multiple times in the past. Just recently, you know, we still hit resistance even going all the way up to 52K, so that's why I'm still waiting for 53.5K to 56K. Now, with all of this said, I do want to move on and talk to you guys about some exciting things. So first off, we do see here, right, XRP holders, you know, babies curl, walk, and gladly run, but our babe is going to fly sky high. FOMO, 90% of the world oil daily money will be traded on-demand liquidity. And this is, of course, coming from the Saudi British Bank has launched an instant cross-border transfer service for the U.S. corridor through the blockchain payment technology powered by Ripple. The launch of this service was announced during the 5th edition of the Future Investment Initiative, led by the Public Investment Fund, held on October 26th to 28th in Riyadh. I hope that I said that right. Ripple-powered solutions continue to be part of SAB's strategic plan aimed towards digital transformation and enriching customer experience, and aligned with Vision 2030 and the Financial Sector Development Program. Now, this is going to move a ton of money, especially oil money. And as you guys know, oil money is massive. 90% of the world oil daily. So, you know, this is significant to say the least. And when we're talking about what on-demand liquidity truly means to me, we always look at all of the money. Now, with all of this said, we also see some exciting things unfolding at a rapid pace. First off, we do see here, boom, all banks will be automatically enrolled in the service in November 2022 to coincide with the mandatory start of cross-border migration and the go-live of ISO 222 for high-value payments in Eurozone. And of course, we do see here Brad Garlinghouse's 2020 in 5 years. We are Amazon 2020, SEC versus Ripple 2020, 2021, internal testing 2022, industry migration begins with XRP clarity 2025, all financial institutions must be compliant. Timeline fits well, huh? This is all, you know, one massive plan. In my opinion, I think that this timeline is perfectly laid out. I honestly think that at the end of the day, when you're looking back on these prices for XRP, you're going to just imagine a world where you could have bought, you know, 1,000 XRP for $1,000. Well, soon those days are going to be done. In my mind, when we're talking about the future for XRP and the future of payments in general, it is at such a massive demand right now for real-time payments, and it's only going to grow and grow and grow in demand. And guess what? XRP, in my mind, is going to be a key player in this role, especially for on-demand liquidity. We even see here, right? This goes back to December 20th, just yesterday alone. You know, how consumers are driving demand for real-time payments. Of course, when we're talking about real-time payments, everybody wants real-time payments. I just said it, you know, the other day when I was using my credit card. You know, I was like, this is terrible. This pre-approved, you know, payment stuff is garbage, because when you're waiting days and days and days for your payment to settle, to be able to pay it off, and then when you pay it off, it takes days for that to settle too, it's terrible. Okay, and we do see here consumer willingness to pay the different categories of real-time disbursements. The demand for real-time payments is ever growing, and we even see a 33% share of consumers who would be willing to pay a fee to receive money in real time. Of course, it's only 33%, but we do see an increase from 61% who said the same in 2020 in terms of, these findings are important for businesses adopting the technology, as 2/3 of consumers said they would be more likely to continue doing business with firms that provide a free real-time payment option. And when we're talking about real-time payments, paying a little bit of a fee is nothing too bad, especially if it is something like XRP's fee, which is a fraction of a penny. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about this. So, a faster future for U.S. payments. And this goes back to December 1st. Now, this is pretty significant because I've been talking to you guys a little bit about the Fed working with Ripple, but now we have, a pretty, I would say it's very close to being confirmed. We do see here, this is from the head of strategic payment solutions at BNY Mellon Treasury Services. Now we do see here, as technologies and innovations create new opportunities for corporates and customers, a new payments landscape is developing to meet their evolving needs. At the core of this transformation is the development of real-time payments. Now, we're looking at, and I just want you guys to understand and remember this name, and this journey is set to take another significant step towards forward in 2023 with the scheduled launch of the FedNow SM service. FedNow, the Federal Reserve's the Fed's proposed real-time payment network. Now you might be wondering, well, okay, this has nothing to do with, for an example, Ripple, but it actually does. Now this all goes hand in hand with, real-time payments in general and pretty much the demand for it. But all of this takes me back a little bit. First off, we do see our Federal Reserve Payments pilot incorporates Ripple partner Volante Technologies. This goes back to February of this year, by the way. In brief, we only need to read the in brief. We don't really need to read everything else because, we even see confirmation from Volante Technologies, proud to be leading the way in implementing the Federal Reserve upcoming instant payment offering FedNow SM service as a pilot participant. Now, of course, it is just a pilot, but we've seen so many of the leading banks in the world, top 38 out of the top 100 working with Ripple in terms of trialing it, and then all of a sudden they become massive partners. Now we do see here we're gratified by the industry's tremendous interest and willingness to devote time and energy to help us develop the FedNow service. Volante partnered with Ripple in 2015 to provide XRP settlement for customers, and we're going to be talking about that actually. So when we're talking about this, they're questioning if, Ripple will lead the way and all this kind of stuff. But I just want you guys to understand that all of this stuff that's happening in the U.S. with Ripple is just, I really do think it's just all a distraction. Because when we look back on time and we look at this Volante, PDF, the Volpay Ripple processor module speeds integration to the Ripple Global Settlement Network. Okay, this is all going to work hand in hand for a faster and more cost-effective mechanism to make international payments in any fiat currency with associated settlement. This is all for real-time settlement. This is the real-time settlement, infrastructure that we've been talking about forever. Here's the challenge. Here's the solution. Challenges as banks and their corporate clients look, for ways to improve payment flows and reduce the capital costs associated with the traditional correspondent banking model, perhaps through consolidation of banking relationships. They will find that Ripple's modern settlement architecture offers near real-time settlement combined with significantly reduced cost of funds transferred. This all goes hand in hand with what the FedNow service is providing. And of course, it's funny that when we look back on time, we're seeing the Federal Reserve literally working with Volante. I would say this is close to 100% confirmed that the Fed will be utilizing Ripple for real-time payment settlement. And of course, here's the solution, right? With easily configured business rules within Volante Volpay Ripple processor module, payments can be processed via traditional correspondent banking channels such as SWIFT, or alternatively may be routed automatically via Ripple Connect to the Ripple Distributed Settlement Network. The solution includes a growing library of configurable message transformations from all the domestic and international payment message formats maintained by Volante. So this is going to connect everything in a very easy plug-and-play sort of idea. And of course, the Ripple interface solution can be deployed in a variety of ways on a bank's existing enterprise service bus ESB architecture. sitting between the bank's payments processor and external payments channel, integrated into a bank's existing payments hub, providing a simple mechanism to initiate Ripple payments as a standalone payments pre-processor interfacing to the bank's payment hub. And we've been talking about payment hubs for a very long time. In fact, the Fed is even talking about a payment hub in New York. So, all of this, in my mind, is all going to be utilizing Ripple technology. And of course, when we're talking about Ripple technology, this is all going to be utilizing XRP as well. You can't get that real-time settlement, especially cross-border payments and stuff, without XRP. And all of this goes hand in hand with what the benefit is. This is the benefits of the VolPay Ripple processor module: faster and lower risk integration to the Ripple payment and settlement network, impact on existing payment applications minimized with Volante's pre-configured Ripple integrations, deployable in a range of environments, interfacing with existing payment solutions and the Ripple network, support for multiple payment formats used by your organization, transformation to the Ripple payment format, and of course, when we're talking about the Ripple Connect API, this is going to be the management of payment flows, but this is also going to be able to connect easily. Plug and play is the biggest key point here. And of course, we do see here, they're talking about the VolPay Hub, the VolPay channel, and the VolPay Foundation. Do not disregard VolPay at all. Or I should just say Volante Technologies, because they are a leading name in the game right now for real-time payments, and they are partnered with Ripple. And of course, they are still partnered with Ripple. And all of this goes hand in hand with what I've been telling you guys this entire time. It is all one big plan. This is all planned. I'm not gonna, I'm always going to deny the idea that people think that this isn't, pretty much planned. In my mind, this was all one big show to make, sure everybody gets a little bit scared. Maybe they sell their bag. Maybe they're out of XRP. In my mind, I know what I hold. I'm not going to be selling just because of the SEC lawsuit or anything like that. I think that this lawsuit was intentional to bring regulations to the space for XRP to thrive. Now, of course, call me a tin hat, wearer, but in my mind, that is speculative a little bit. That's my opinion. But overall, when we're talking about what is happening, all the connections align with what the Fed is going to be utilizing and real-time payments. And of course, I'm going to wrap this up with this video. So this is Anna Botten. I hope that I said that name right. Chief Executive Officer at the Bank Santander, the leader in crypto, Ripple partner on the future of crypto. It's already here waiting for the green light. Listen closely to this, guys. This is very interesting. I don't know why this isn't loading. 1 second. Let me refresh. Okay, there we go.
How do you see the fintech space actually changing in the next 5 to 6 years? Is it payment the next big thing, or is there something else that needs to be disrupted?
I think the next big thing, which is already here actually, is crypto. So I think that is it's already happening. We talk a lot about the CBDC, central bank digital currencies. The fact is you already have around 100 billion of stablecoin dollars, US dollar, fiat currency, digital currency in the US today, unregulated outside the system. And so how do we think about that? There's a huge amount of innovation happening, and in an area that is very much systemic. It's about monetary policy and, how that gets managed, whether it's inside or outside the system.
So how do you look at crypto? And actually, do you have to be, as a chief executive chairman, a believer of crypto to be able to have the right products for your customers?
Well, we are sort of a leader in crypto. We issued the first end-to-end bond on the blockchain, which is the technology behind crypto. We have a very strong group, not huge, but strong group on that. And the big thing is, how will central banks want to manage this? Will they manage it themselves? Will they create a framework and tell us how to do it? Will they do nothing? I think they will be working with us, with the banks. And it's also what role we want to play in that value chain, right?
Yeah. And how many customers actually want to buy Bitcoin? Do they come to you or to your cashier?
They actually do, but we've been quite slow in adopting that because of compliance and regulatory and risk appetite. But we're now getting into it, so we're now either about to offer or already offering crypto ETFs. So being very careful about the know your customer, but being able to offer.
And of course, all of this goes hand in hand with regulations. These banks realize this technology is huge. Okay, these banks understand what the potential behind this, technology is. So when we're talking about crypto adoption, when we're talking about, crypto in general, we are so early. XRP is so early. And I know that you guys are probably tired of hearing about, XRP going to the moon, it's going to be worth this much money and stuff like that. Obviously, I get it, right? Because when we're talking about XRP's value, I think that we are so close to the pinnacle of where XRP is really going to be positioned. In my mind, XRP sits on a throne, especially in terms of real-time payments and just banks in general. It's why it's called the banking coin, right? It's well positioned for that market in terms of the on-demand liquidity, in terms of even line of credit for SMEs and stuff like that, even the liquidity hub that they are building. All of that plays a key role in what's about to happen. On-demand liquidity will be utilized by, these massive financial institutions, these huge banks. It's all going to play, its main role. XRP is a vital role for the RippleNet products, and all of the RippleNet products that are focusing on cross-border payments, cross-border, real-time settlement and stuff like that is at the forefront. Okay, so XRP is at the forefront for what RippleNet is going to be focusing on. And this, in my mind, the Federal Reserve Payments Pilot, or if you want to call it, what it really is, the FedNow SM service, the real-time payments network, in my mind, is utilizing this, the Ripple processor module, which is speeding the integration for the Ripple Global Settlement Network, and it's all going to easily be plugged and played, and I'm very excited to see this unfold. In my mind, I think that this is a clear cut and dry, I think that the Fed is utilizing Ripple. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. But with that in mind, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.